This has probably happened to all of us. Client that usually goes really bright blonde wants to try something new. This is the before, and she comes in and she's seen something on Pinterest and she shows you, and this is what she wants to try. Now, knowing the client's history, and about these colors, you explain to the client why maybe she doesn't want this color. I will let you know what I explained to her and also what we did to make a happy medium for her. Stay tuned to see how it turned out. If you like these videos and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Well, we decided on doing a highlight lowlight with something similar to the color that she chose. Now, I am actually just going to be using a demi-permanent rather than a semi-permanent, which is what you would mainly use if you did a color like that. The semis, I did explain to her that she'll pay for a double color service and the color will last maybe 2 weeks and that's if she, doesn't wash it very often and washes it in cool water and, all that good stuff. And then it's going to start fading and it could get blotchy, it could be uneven, and then she'll have to, get it retouched up or refreshed every couple weeks, and it's just not the maintenance that she has the time for. I offered another suggestion, which was I have a Moroccan oil rose gold mask. You have probably heard of them. It's actually pretty cool. I got it for my daughter and she uses it on her blonde hair often, and it lasts a few washes and it pretty much comes out, but it still kind of stains it and leaves a little bit of a color residue on there for a little bit. But I did offer mainly I suggested to do that first. I brought it to the salon in case she wanted to try it. That way, if it's something that she did like, then we could go into doing more of a full semi-permanent color. Or if she wanted to just do it whenever she wanted to, I would get her some of the Moroccan oil mask to use for upkeep at home. Then when she came in, she did show me another picture. I can't remember, but it's like a two-tone. The real picture is mainly a bronze, but it's photoshopped to look like a rose gold bronzy look. And she brought that in. She's like, well, what about this color? Would this be better? And I told her, no, it's the same idea. Anytime you want these colors on, what the problem is, there's no background to them, so they don't really hold in the hair that well, and they may stain it so it doesn't come all the way out, and that's just not for her. If she wasn't to like it, she's a professional. She's, if she doesn't like it, she's not going to be able to get it out. We're not going to be able to get it out without adding some damage very easily, and it's just the time and the money and all that stuff. It's just best to do kind of like a test run with the color, see if you like it. And if she decided she really loved it and wanted to keep something like that, then we could go ahead and do the whole thing. And as long as she wanted to upkeep with the maintenance, then we could do that. But for now, this was the best option, I feel, and so did she. So I suggested, well, maybe let's just do a low light of a rose gold color with her highlights. Start there, and then we could always add more. And she thought that was a great idea. So that is what she did. So here you see me doing my pattern. I don't leave a lot of hair out in between, but I leave some hair in between. And any time that I do a low light, I weave out a highlight right underneath the foil, then do another highlight, skip a little bit, then add a low light, and then make sure I weave out a highlight directly underneath that low light again. So that way the highlight and the low light are directly next to each other and they both pop out. So the formula that I used for her low light is 0.75 VR, 0.2 of the 7G, and just a splash of 6N in the Redken Shades Cream. I really debated on adding the 6N or not because she did want a pretty vibrant tone, but since she was over a highlight, I had never put red in her hair, and sometimes you could put this formula on one person and it's fire engine burgundy red purple or whatever, and then you could put it on another person and not see any red at all. So knowing these things, I decided just that you're on the side of caution, add a splash of the 6N just to simmer it down a little bit. That way we know that, next time if it's not red enough or pinkish, reddish gold enough, we can always, change the formula. However, if it had turned too red, too vibrant, that would have been a bit more difficult to tone down. As for the underneath, because we are going to take a couple inches off of her length, I don't want to go all the way down with the highlight because then you get that spotty look. However, I didn't want to go all the way down with the Lowlight either, but you needed to add a little bit of depth in there. That way it didn't look like you added this red all over and then there's like nothing underneath. So what I did here, as you can see, I just did really fine weaved Lowlights, just a couple of them in a row, just enough that it kind of blends in and it doesn't look piecey or chunky. She's not doing a stack at all, but she wants more of like that blunt look, and I just don't want to have spots underneath there. Afterwards, I rinsed her in cool water, shampooed her lightly, and did a shadow root and a tone. The shadow root was Shades EQ Gloss 7N and 9NA, just to equal out to about a level 8. And then for her toner, I did shampoo her the second time with the Brass Soft Shampoo by Total Results. And then I toned her with a 10N and a 9V. I think equal parts, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. My ratios don't really matter as much, it just depends on your client, but that is the levels and tones that I used. And I decided to go ahead and add her haircut on there, even though you can't see it very well. Sorry about that. I will turn my chair better next time. But you can see how I cut it, blow dried it, and styled it, and see her end result. So just hang out, watch, and I'll be back on in a moment. You can start to see the color as it dries, probably not as well as in real life, but those tones did stand out. They were very pretty. We did talk about adding more of them. She liked the tone of the red, but I think we could do more next time for sure. She has fine hair, and a little bit goes a long way with fine hair, and it's always easier to add more than it is to take it away. So another tip for you when doing lowlights, I try to keep her face out of it. Sorry. When I asked her, I'm like, I'll keep your face out of the video if you let me do the video. And she was perfectly fine with it, but out of respect, I decided not to show her face. But I wanted to show you how I styled it. I did not, I can't find where I took an after picture, so maybe I didn't. I don't know. But we're in a little bit of a hurry, but I wanted to make sure that I finished her hair style. And right here you can see how the lowlights are in there. You can definitely see those pops of color. We definitely could do more. I did add a few slices on top, which you can see here on the side. Now mind you, this is the color tone she wanted. We kind of incorporated those in there, but with a demi it will last longer, and as it fades it will brown out, which is fine because that looks better and we can always freshen that up. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. That helps me keep getting this free education out to you. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, go ahead and push that button below. That little bell next to it will actually notify you when I do put more out. And thanks for stopping in. I appreciate all of you and all of your comments and all of your support. And I'll be back soon with more videos. Bye.